Saturday, June 20th. Now, when I do these rants, and I've done a lot of them lately, I try to avoid talking about the president. I really do. But something always comes up, and invariably, to make a comment on it, I have to take a position on it. So today's position is that basically the Supreme Court strikes again. On Thursday, the Supreme Court blocked the Trump administration's attempt to end Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival, the DACA program that Obama started, that protects hundreds of thousands of immigrants brought to the U.S. as children from deportation, right? So there's no question in my mind that Trump attacked DACA program for two reasons, one of which is his whole immigration platform, and the second is because it's an Obama program. He has attacked everything that Obama has done. And this is just another example of him getting even with Obama for some crazy reason. Now, the loss in this case was much closer. It was a 5-4 decision. And the ruling was written by Chief Justice John Roberts and joined by the liberal foursome. So I don't have to mention their names again. Roberts wrote the opinion. He sided with the liberals. And that will cause anger amongst all the judicial conservatives who are still bitter that he once provided a deciding vote to uphold Obamacare. Naturally, Trump is pissed off because this is the second time in a week that he lost the case in the Supreme Court after he puts two conservatives on the court. So he's pissed. What should really infuriate him is not the fact that he lost the case. It's the fact that he prepared his case improperly. He didn't lose it on the law. He lost his case because it was incorrectly prepared to go to the Supreme Court. Now, that's his fault. That's his team's fault. They don't know how to bring a case to the court. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to prepare something in order to rescind a previous executive order. Shame on them. Now, that's the bad side of it. There's a good side to this, because the Supreme Court, in refusing to allow him to rescind this executive order, has given him the information he needs to prepare correctly because he can bring it back to the court. The problem is he probably can't bring it back to the court fast enough to get it done before the 2020 presidential election. Because the Supreme Court closes for the summer. Yeah? What Roberts told him is, we do not decide whether DACA or its rescission are sound policies. We address only whether the agency complied with the procedural requirement that it provide a reasoned explanation for its action. That sounds to be pretty straightforward. You didn't give me a good reason. You just didn't give me a good reason. So we're not rescinding it. Now, this is a big blow to the Trump administration because getting rid of DACA was a major piece of his agenda. It means that for now, those who qualify for DACA can continue to renew membership in the program that offers them work authorization and temporary protection from deportation. It's a win-win situation for DACA right now till Trump gets his act together. Now, Donald can't stand losing because he thinks he owns the court. Then he makes a statement like, these horrible and politically charged decisions coming out of the Supreme Court are shotgun blasts into the faces of people that are proud to call themselves Republicans or conservatives. That's what he tweets. And he continued to attack in a series of tweets later on, claiming it didn't seem to be based on the law, and that I can tell you only one thing. We need new justices on the Supreme Court. Now, he's not a lawyer. He's a dictator. Our founders were very smart when they gave judges lifetime appointments because they probably realized that sometime in the future we would have a schmuck in the White House who would try to fire the entire Supreme Court. And it took us 250 years to get to that spot. Obama comes out and says he's very happy for the people in Dhaka, and he's happy for the family. He's happy for all of us. And of course, that's like rubbing Trump's nose in it, right? And in addition to Obama being happy about that, of course, we had Joe Biden saying it's a victory, right? And he said if he gets elected, he's immediately going to work on legislation to create a permanent situation for the DACA people. So Trump is a loser all the way around in this thing. The court goes against him. His opponents rub his nose in it. Not a good day. Now, if Trump were a rational person, he would take a step back, take a deep breath, look around at the court and realize that he lost 5-4. And he also knows that those 4 conservative judges believed that this was not good law. So he's got 4 guys in his corner already. All he's got to do is come up with the right reason. And he should be able to do that. But you can't do it tweeting. You have to sit down with your team and work on it. And if you can do that, maybe you'll win the next time around, provided the court even looks at it, because the court doesn't have to look at these things right away. They can put it on the table. They can table it somewhere and hang it up for a while. Maybe they'll hang it up to make sure he's going to win the election. If he doesn't win the election, this thing is gone. So all is not lost, but it will take a lot of individual strength on his part to gather the troops and work diligently to give the court the reason that they are looking for. But there's another side to this coin, and the other side is Congress. Congress could get to work right away and draw up a bill, a law. Congress needs to create a pathway to citizenship for these people. They need to create a blueprint for citizenship, something that everybody can agree on, and dump it on Mitch McConnell's desk, which it'll die there, but at least Congress will have done something appropriate. So this thing really is now between Trump and Congress, with Mitch McConnell standing in the way. Anyhow, that's a depressing thought, so I'll leave you all with that right now, and I'll see you tomorrow.